The room went silent the second his words hit the air. Our daughter's graduation party, her name still printed on the banner behind him, and my husband, no, the man who once pretended to be my partner, stood in front of everyone and announced his new life. I didn't flinch. I smiled. Not out of kindness, but because I had been waiting for this moment. "Congratulations on your honesty," I said, my voice calm, steady, cutting. Then I handed him the envelope. He thought it was nothing. He tore it open casually, arrogance still dripping from his shoulders. And then his face collapsed. He started screaming. But let me take you back. When I first met Daniel, he was everything I thought I wanted. Charming, protective, a man who could fill a room with his presence and make me feel like I was the only one who mattered. We built a life, a home, a family. For years I believed in him, in us. But love has blind spots. Mine were wide open. The first crack appeared when he started working late, always late. Then the cologne, expensive, new, and not for me. He stopped looking me in the eyes when I asked simple questions. I told myself I was imagining it. I told myself loyalty still lived in him. But lies always leave a trail. One night, his phone lit up while he showered. A message, "Can't wait to see you tomorrow." I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I simply read, memorized, and set the phone back down. That was the night I stopped being his wife and started being his executioner. I moved carefully. I pulled financial records, searched bank accounts, and traced transfers he thought I would never notice. Hotels, dinners, jewelry, thousands poured into someone else's hands. His girlfriend, a woman who used to sit at my table laughing with our friends. She played the part well, sweet, harmless, invisible enough to think she wouldn't get caught. But I don't attack blindly. I study. I wait. The first step was the lawyer. Quietly, discreetly, I filed every document I needed. Assets, properties, accounts, frozen under my name before he even suspected. The second step was exposure. I gathered photographs, receipts, and messages, stitching them together like a masterpiece of betrayal. The third step, timing. I knew he wouldn't resist grand theatrics. Daniel always wanted an audience. He wanted to humiliate me, make himself the tragic hero of his own story. So I gave him the stage. Our daughter's graduation, the perfect setting. Family, friends, his lover sitting there, smug in her silence, thinking she'd won. And then it happened. He raised his glass, tapped it for attention, and spoke the words I had rehearsed in my head for weeks. "I've decided to start a new life without you." Gasps, whispers, all eyes on us. He thought I would crumble, but I smiled. "Congratulations on your honesty," I said, handing him the envelope I had prepared. He ripped it open, expecting maybe a letter, maybe a tearful plea. Instead, his world collapsed in seconds. Inside was a copy of the divorce papers, signed, sealed, filed. But that wasn't what made him scream. What made him howl in front of everyone were the attached documents. Proof of his affair. Bank statements, photos. The prenup he forgot existed. The one that left him with nothing the moment he cheated. Every friend, every family member, even his precious girlfriend sitting there with her painted smile, saw the truth in black and white. He tried to speak, to deny, but the evidence screamed louder than he ever could. His girlfriend slipped out quietly, her face pale, leaving him stranded in humiliation. I stood still, silent, watching him unravel. For years I had given him loyalty, love, devotion. Tonight I gave him justice. He called my name, begged, cursed, pleaded. His voice cracked, raw with disbelief. But I was already walking away. Not broken, not defeated, free. Later, people asked me how I stayed so calm, how I didn't lose myself in the storm of betrayal. The truth is, rage is a wildfire, but strategy, that is controlled burn. And controlled burns save forests. I didn't need to scream, I didn't need to fight, I just needed patience, precision, and the right stage. That night, he lost his reputation, his finances, his family. He lost the carefully crafted mask he wore for years. And me? I gained my freedom, my dignity, my daughter's respect. Sometimes revenge isn't about destroying someone. It's about handing them the mirror they've avoided all their lives and letting them choke on their own reflection. So when he screamed in that crowded room, it wasn't my voice haunting him, it was his own, and I will never forget the sound.